Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. All right. We're here. We're happy to be here. I'm hoping this is working. Is it working? No, game capture is not working still. Oh, there it is. Okay, fucking, that took its time. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. We're playing House Flipper, and my eyes are fucked up because I have my glasses on, so now I can't see. Okay, I have a little boy on my lap right now. So if I'm a little quiet, it's because he's sleeping, and I don't want to wake up my son because he's a baby. Oh, yes, you're the baby. Oh, he's stretching. He's so cute. All right, where do we leave off here? God, this place is a mess. All right, let's see here. We're gonna get back to work. Let's see. We're gonna go to the garage. I bought a new car, but there's so much trash in my garage I can't fit it in. Can you please clean out my garage so I have somewhere to park? Best regards, Max. P.S. If you wash my car, I'll pay you extra. Cool. Jesus Christ, what did you do to this place? It's like a dumpster. It's already been a productive year. Oh yeah, the trigger warning for cockroaches is not applicable here because I have played this game so much and they scare me, so I just turned off cockroaches. You'll just see glass. Some shards of glass. Move was fantastic. I have my brand new office. We have a game room. Our bedroom is perfect. Davis has his own office, and the cats have their own dedicated room as well. So it's like a lot of nice stuff we have going on. But yes, recently Davis and I had we moved from a tiny apartment to a house. We don't own this house, we're renting it. But you know, it's nice. It's a big step up, and I like living in a house more than, you know, a house, like a little apartment. All right, now we're getting in the garage. I don't have anything to mow the lawn here, or I would mow the lawn. Oh, there's more. How am I doing on perks here? I gotta remove 73 more weeds, but this, I'm gonna clean up all of this. The cats were a little nervous during the move, but they're okay now. Bear was the most brave one once all the movers were done with getting the furniture inside. You know, we closed all the doors, closed the front, backyard doors and the garage door, and opened the cat room door and let them explore. And Bear was the first one to venture out and want to go outside and check out the stairs, and oh my goodness, it's so pretty and clean, and I'm like, oh yes, my boy. Guys, I'm telling a story. You want me to stop my story so I can drink water? I get it. I'll drink water when I'm done with my fucking story. I see it. I'll drink it. Just let me finish my story. Ooh, I got a text. And that's the text. Great. Alright, I'll drink my water now. So, last year was productive for me. Last year I got a job for a company. I was doing, and I was streaming, producing YouTube videos for my own channel. Then I got a job, and I'm still producing videos on my own channel and stuff. And I'm not gonna stop that at all. But drama happened, and I stopped engaging with communities and stuff. And now I'm slowly coming back, but I'm probably not gonna be. I'm just saying this because if you're coming here to talk about Sam's, I'm not gonna talk about it at all. It's, I'm so tired of it. It's constant negativity when it does get brought up to me, and I just don't like hearing about it. It's annoying. So I'm just not going to talk about it. If you're here to talk about it, sorry, you can come and see me when I'm doing a specific video for the show that involves answering questions, but I'm not gonna answer those questions. And I came back to Tumblr, and I posted a thing. I was like, hey guys, I'm only gonna be talking about my own show. Please, if you're gonna come and talk about Sam's, I'm not interested. So, like, you know, don't do that. And, like, the first few asks were nice and were like, oh, I'm so excited about Vampire's Bride. Will you tell me more about it? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I will. And there's a couple more that I haven't answered yet, like, specifically about, like, the, you know, the hierarchy of vampires, which I have, like a flow chart that I've been wanting to post, because I went really deep in planning. And then immediately after, people were like, hey, Kat, I love your work with LAE. Can you explain to me why you wanted to do the astral body route? Can you also explain to me why you're doing this to Lunar? Could you also explain to me why Earth is, like, you know, in a wheelchair now? Can you explain to me why? And I'm like, I just said I'm not gonna answer it. So no, I'm not gonna answer. So, yeah. Alright, I can't sell any of these, so I gotta just move it. Alright. Boopity. And you know what? If you are here from Sam's or Lunar and Earth Show or whatever, come and watch my roleplay content, okay? Because I'll be honest with you, a series that can never end is not gonna be good forever, okay? Like, I really tried my hardest with LAE to make it good when I was writing it, and I'm still technically writing it because I have to help read when it comes to writing and, like, coming up with concepts. But, like, it's not gonna, there's gonna be plot holes. There's going to be problems with it, and then you can't be upset when there's plot holes, because it's a series that we just can't end. It's going to go on for as long as ever. My series, I put a stopping point for it, you know, and I make it very good quality. Not saying it isn't, but, like, you know, I think you should watch my series more and come and join my fandom, because I have a fandom, apparently. You know, my Discord, my stuff like that, because, you know, I love what I do, and I enjoy putting out content that I know that I have full control over. Because, you know, VR chat, you know, you can't do, you know, I'd say the same thing with Minecraft. You know what? Like, Minecraft is really hard to, you know, get what you, like, to, like, show complex scenes. Ooh, skill point. But, like, you can manage it. With VR chat, the only way to show complex scenes is to wear the headset. And, you know, the reason I don't wear it anymore is because I hurt my neck really bad last year, and I can't wear the headset for long periods of times because it hurts my neck so much. I have to, like, lay down for hours afterwards to, like, get my neck feeling normal. Let's see, I have questions I'm already seeing here. Okay, let's see here. How come I ended the SCP series? Because views started dropping off. Like, you know, I do stuff because, let me just give you a little peek into things. I have a full-time job now, so I don't really need to be doing, like, side projects anymore. By side projects, I mean my own, you know, channel stuff, because I just can't dedicate a lot of time to it. But, like, you know, when... What was I saying? Hold on. So then when I'm doing stuff on my channel, it needed to have a little bit more of a profit to it to, like, you know, be a reason for me continuing. Because when I say nobody, if, like, the first day it gets under 1,000 views, that is bad. And it started getting to a point where, like, for Valerie's story, like, her video, like, when I did, like, the FNAF Valerie's POV thing from Brian, like, FNAF-verse, those started to get, like, 300 views after a full day. And that's just, you can't, like, justify putting a lot of time and effort into a show when, like, another series gets 3,000 views. Or Vampire's Bride got 30,000 views over, like, the course of, like, the first episode over the course of, like, it being uploaded. Valerie's stuff didn't get that, so I had to cancel it. And same thing with SCP. If it starts to drag a bit, I'll wrap up the story if I'm able to. But if I can't, I'll just have to cancel it. And for SCP, there was never going to be a happy ending to that. Because, you know, it just... shit was already... It's like a bad ending, you know? We're in a fucking apocalypse. There's not going to be like a kiss and, oh my gosh, everything's all better. They're still trapped underground. They're coming back up to the surface, but... you know, it's bleak. Is there anything special you wanted to do this year? Like with YouTube or anything special you want to accomplish? It's a great question. I want to bring back a few series. I don't know if it's possible. But I've been seeing this comment on every single video is, when's Karina's Origin coming back? When is Otso and Derpy gonna come back? And you know what? I do want to bring back those series. I love Karina. I love Otso and Derpy. And I will bring them back. It's just, at the current time right now, they already are kind of doing okay. Like, Otso and Derpy, they had a happy ending. So I'm trying to, like, you know, figure out what to do with them. And I already have an idea, and there is going to be something that, like, there is going to be a series that comes soon where you will see them again. That's all I'll say about that. But for Karina's Origin, that requires a lot of scripting that I need to do, more story planning, and getting maps built, or, you know, finding maps. Because at this point, I just kind of use maps that I find that I can tweak to use for my own experiences, because that's what you do. And, yeah. What I'm trying to say is, this year, I'd like to at least bring, like, a few series back, or at least start working on that. I also want to make more headway with Azora. Because, you know, if you guys don't know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Azora is a passion project I have been working on since I was 16. And, well, actually, like 15, 16 years old. It's gone through many iterations. Many of my friends have been in it. Many of my ex-friends have been in it. The story has changed very drastically. And, you know, I have now it's kind of at a point where I'm like, I feel confident with this. I'm happy to produce this now. I would like to make it a series. I'd like to script it and get skins done. It's expensive, so I'm investing a lot of my personal funds into this because I'm gonna be honest. YouTube on my channel, I don't get a lot of money off of my personal YouTube channel. Like, comparatively to what I would get at a full-time job, which I do. I get, like, way more at my job. Not to fucking gloat. I'm not trying to. But, like, you know. I want to do more with Azora. How do you balance your full-time job and all the series stuff? I'll tell you. So I work Monday through Friday. I work from 9 to 5:30, and sometimes I stay working as late as, like, 9 p.m. So whenever I get out of work, sometimes I'll go and work on LAE. Like, I'll be like, hey, Reed, let's record 2 videos. Or, hey, Davis, let's go record Vampire's Bride. I usually try to work on the weekends, though. So I'll work at, like on Saturday, I'll be like, hey, Reed, let's work. Let's get, like, 5 videos done for LAE this week. And then I'll be like, hey, Davis, let's get 2 videos done for Vampire's Bride. And sometimes I can get it done. Sometimes I'm like, guys, I just want to fucking enjoy my weekend, you know? That's why I haven't streamed as often as I'd like to, because I have a very busy schedule now at this point where my whole day is, like, crammed with doing stuff, with being busy, with sitting in front of my computer. So, you know, or I'll have to go into the office. And if I'm at the office, I don't actually, you know, record that night, because I don't like working after I do that. But, like, you know. And welcome all first-time viewers, by the way. You are very welcome to be here. I'm excited to have you here. Do I take breaks? When I'm not doing any of that stuff, I am playing video games, I'm watching YouTube, I'm scrolling on TikTok, I'm enjoying myself. Increase digging speed. Weeds visible on map. That's better. Wow, there's a lot of them here. I don't even know what I just accepted. What am I doing right now? I kind of like in a blur of like what I just accepted to do. I just kind of was like... Is Davis okay? Yeah. And when people say like, take a break from posting content, it's just not possible to do. Especially for my current upload schedule. I have to upload at least once a week. At minimum. I don't even like not posting 2 times a week. I have to post at least. Because then, you know, YouTube will stop pushing me to my subscribers. And I don't want that to happen. And you don't have to ask. You can just make fan art of me. I'm not going to be like, no, ew. I like fan art. I enjoy going on Twitter or Blue Sky. You know what, fun fact? I still haven't really gone on his Blue Skies often. I don't even go on Twitter that often. So, like, but yeah, I like seeing fan art. You're free to make fan art of me. But yeah, whenever people are like, oh, Cat, just take a break. It's like, you know, you can't. You just can't take a break. It's just not possible. Because YouTube is such, like, a thing that, like, you cannot stop pumping content in it, or you will fail. Like, your channel will just stop getting pushed. But Davis enjoys streaming as much as he does. He likes, you know, he enjoys doing it. So, I'm happy with the amount he's doing. I've been wanting to, like, you know, stream more like him. But I don't know if people will watch if I get off work at, like, 6. And, like, okay, I go stream now. Like, would people come and watch? I am rolling paint on a wall. I've been talking like a chatterbox this whole time because I haven't even streamed and stuff. Do I have a Discord for fan art? Yeah, in fact, I can share. Let me get my thing pulled up. I have a link tree, and in my link tree is my Discord server. So, that's my link tree. Feel free to check it out. It's got my... Do you have a command for myself? I don't have a command. You know, Ken, we can chat later about getting me set up properly, because I'm not a really good streamer. I've been doing this for years. I still don't understand how to fix my stream setup. I want to add stream alerts back. I have a PNG that I have like ready to go to like interact with chat more. And I haven't set it up because it doesn't work with the program I'm using, but I could switch, definitely do something else, and I just haven't done it. So like, I need to do that. I'm rolling this. Sorry for the silence, I'm just reading chat right now. And welcome to anybody new. There's a lot of people here. How do you manage videos? Are they planned weeks ahead of time? So, at my current point, I have an idea. So, if, like, we're talking about Vampire's Bride, I have an idea of where my story's going. I know one of the big goals is getting to the wedding. That's, you know, so I have ideas for getting there. It's not all scripted, though. I will, you know, sit down and be like, all right, this episode, I have a specific idea of what I'm doing in this episode. So, Davis, here's the idea. Body actors, here's the idea. We're doing it. And then, like... we'll all just do it. And I'm like, okay, we're done. And then I'll edit it the night before, or even the day of. I've been getting to the point where like, hey, I'm on my lunch break. I'll just edit the video. So that's why sometimes a lot of mistakes go through, because I'm so busy. But I don't want to, here's the thing, I don't want to quit anything. I like what I do so much that I don't want to, take anything out of the equation. I like interacting with my community and having my own, like, creative outlet. And I like, working on a project that has a big fan base, even if I don't interact with it anymore. Because, I can say it, I feel like, oh wow, it's really nice to have people who like me and want to see it. I need a mental break. I've talked to my dad about it. My dad's like, eventually something will give. Eventually I will not be able to stand it anymore. I will not be able to handle it, or not handle it. I'll not be able to make time for it. But as long as it doesn't get to that point, I'm happy with what I'm doing. But if it gets to that point, I'm not ashamed that there are things I will drop before I will drop my own YouTube channel and drop my full-time job. Because, if something's got to give, I already have strategies for okay, if something's got to give, I'll make more time. You know what I mean? I'm hopeful it doesn't get to that part, because I love my jobs. I love doing things and interacting with people. What was my most favorite series I've done so far? I'm biased, and it changes day to day. But I love Derpy and Otso. It's one of my first series that is super long standing, 2 seasons. And there are some regrets I have with it. At some points it gets really dark, and I think that in hindsight it gets a little weird at certain points, concept wise, but I had fun making it, and I don't feel ashamed that I had fun making it. And if people think it's weird, you're valid, you can think it's weird, it's but whatever. I had fun, and that's all that matters to me. Are Derpy and Otso my OCs? Yeah. They're my OCs. They're my oldest OC characters that are still surviving. And by that I mean I've scrapped so many characters from my youth that Derpy and Otso are the ones that have withstand the tests and sands of time. That I'm very proud of them. Why did I get into voice acting and role-playing? AFMAO. Minecraft roleplays were very popular when I was a little girl. By little girl, I mean when I was in middle school. They were very popular back then, and I really wanted to have the success that she had, because if at the end of the day, Otso and Derpy, AFMAO, Dante, Zane, Gareth, those characters, if you've watched AFMAO, are OCs at the end of the day. And her success with making Minecraft OCs popular, that's very impressive, and I really wanted people to enjoy my characters and my story to that point. That there would be fandom discourse about them. And that eventually happened, and I don't know if I took it well enough, because I'm like, what do you mean you don't like Otso because of X, Y, and Z? Or what do you mean you like Derpy because of X, Y, and Z? But when you get to the point where your characters are more established and have a fan base, you kind of let the reins go a bit, and you have to let it go of public opinion will be what it is. Who's your favorite OC? Because everyone has a favorite. I don't have a favorite. That's a lie. I don't have a favorite. And if I do, it changes based on the day. Because if I were to say my favorite OC right now, it would be Kat from Vampire's Bride. And that's not really an OC. It's basically just a self-insert in an isekai. Because basically Kat is me. if I was thrown into an isekai and I accepted it very well, she has. How many body actors do you usually need for your shows like Vampire's Bride? Like, where there's so many characters in one scene. So, originally, when I had more time during the week to be like, hey guys, can I schedule people to do this? I would get around, 12, 13, a pretty high number, because a lot of the voice actors that I have for characters cannot load into the game. Like, their computer, when I say Vampire's Bride is a very heavy mod pack, and I can't ever give it out because it might brick your computer, and I don't want to, subject you to that. It's a heavy fucking pack. There's different mods that I had to, me and Bun had to Photoshop and change texture files to get different things to work. So, people who have very strong computers can get on my pack and body act as, for the voice actors. And, if I have background characters, I have, I have, mods and stuff like that to do that. Hold on. Hello, bear. Sorry, he's moving. Hello, sweet pie. Oh, my goodness. Hello. Hello. Sorry, he's moving. He's moving. I love him. He's my boy. Okay, sorry, just making sure Bear's feeling better. He's not sick or anything. He likes to sleep hard. Where was I? I don't remember where I was at. Oh, yeah. So I have, mods that, can put fake people, on the server. And they can just stand completely still for me. So when you see guards standing in the hallway, that's, just not a real person. It's just, a husk. A fake person. But now that I have, I record late at night, I usually get people, I get as many as I can, which usually ends up being, 3 people. Or 2. One of them being the voice actor for Horatio, who is great, and that's why he shows up in so many scenes. Because I just can't, I get so busy I forget to schedule. I need more people. So that's why Genevieve isn't in a lot of videos, why Bridget isn't in a lot of videos, stuff like that. Do I consider my cats my kids? I think so. I consider Bear as my son. I don't know if that's weird, but I've never felt as happy as I have when, I first got him. And yeah, he's just my little guy, my best friend. He makes me happy. He comforts me when I'm sad. Would you hire voice actors? I do have voice actors, and I'd be happy to hire them. But I'm not currently looking at the moment. What's the story of how I got my cats? I have been wanting a cat since I was a child. I've been wanting a cat, and when I was young, my parents said, when you graduate high school, we will get you a cat. And I was so excited. And then I graduated high school, and my dad and my mom were like, well, we tricked you, actually. We weren't going to get you a cat because now you're in high school. Now that you graduated, you can't get a cat. Unless your dorm allows you to have cats, we can't have a cat here. Because we have a dog. And I'm like, okay. But we got the dog because my brother wanted it, but my family is more dog focused at this point. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I wait till I graduate college. And it's my birthday. I live with my housing situation for a couple of years was I lived at my parents' house, and I lived there with my grandma. My parents lived in another state in a condo because they fucking hated the state I was living in. They were like, I hate the snow, I hate the cold, we're staying in the heat. But they would come by every few weeks to check on me and my grandma because I don't drive. So, I was like, you know what? I live here basically by myself. I'm going to get a cat. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. And by the way, who was also living there was the dog. Because my brother's at college. And my parents didn't want to bring her to a condo because it was a multi-level condo and they just didn't want to deal with taking her out at night. Like, that's fair. So, God, I hate this. Oh my God, do you see this? I'm paving it one by one hand. Oh my God, I hate being under-leveled. Can I fucking go any faster? Sorry, I'll continue my story in a second. So I'm like, I'm getting a cat. And my mom's like, you know what? Get a cat. Do it. I don't mind you getting a cat. I've never minded it. Your dad's the one who doesn't like the cats. I'm like, okay. So my idea was I was going to find a cat that had just had kittens, like a cat mom. But all of her kittens were adopted and she was looking for a nice, easy retirement. So I found 2 cats. And my mom had never met a cat before. So she went with me to the first one. Her name was Oreo. And my mom was super impressed with how clean cats are because while we were there, Oreo went into the litter box. And my mom's like, oh my God, they do that? I'm like, Mom, I have been telling you for years. They go to the bathroom in a little bucket and you basically clean the bucket. That's it. You don't have to take her out at night. She can do it on her own. But she's like, wow, Kat, you've done a lot of research into cats. So you really must know what you want. I'm like, yeah. But I didn't really click well with Oreo. She didn't really like me that much. So I went to the next cat, and her name was Bunny, and she was a black cat. And I was more drawn to her because black cats, if you don't know, are usually like bullied a lot more because of their like, you know, the stigmatism of, oh my God, it's a black cat, it means bad luck, and they get killed more. It's awful. So when I went to meet Bunny, she was terrified of me. She wouldn't even want to approach me, and I was kind of a little uneasy at this point that I would find a cat that actually liked me. But when I was meeting Bunny, her foster mom was like, hey, one of her kittens was returned, so her son is upstairs in the cat room and he was returned because his family that had adopted him had another kitten that was a few months older than him because he was 8 weeks old at the time, and that cat was like beating the shit out of this cat, like beating each other up. So they brought him back because he was just not handling it. So I'm like, oh my God, it's the first time I'm going to see a kitten or hold a kitten. I would love to at least hold this kitten. I won't get a kitten because everybody in my family, like my dad's side of the family, there's like a few people who have kittens or cats. And they're like, do not get a kitten. You don't know what you're signing up for. You never know if they have any health issues. Then it's all on you. And you don't want to get too attached because what if they just die? And like, it's like raising a human toddler. You don't want to like sign up for that. So I was like, okay, noted. So noted. But then I picked him up, and I went to see him, and this is a thing that Bear does still. When you wake him up, he goes, meh, like he meows a little bit at you. Like, you surprised him a little. He was like, like a little cute noise, like you're waking him up. And I picked him up, and I held him, and it just felt right. Like, he fit in my hand, and I was like, this is mine. This is my son. This is my boy. And I when I went home, I was like, I don't know if I should do this. I don't like know what to do. And you know, my mom's like, you know what, if you want to do this, let's do it. So I contacted the foster mom for Bunny. I was like, hey, look, I know I went there for Bunny, but I really, really want Bear. And she's like, yeah, I could see you fell in love with him the moment you held him. Let's get that done. And his name is Bear. His name was always Bear. And I was like, I want to change his name. He's a little gray cat with gray eyes. And I was like, I need to come up with a name. But then I was like, you know what? Bear is perfect for him. He's a big, chunky boy. He's got a big primordial pouch. He grew into such a huge cat, and he's still a big mama's boy. He loves me. And the way we got Mizu was when Davis moved into my house before we were going to move. You know, we were like, oh, let's move in together. He moved in my parents' house, and my parents weren't there, so basically it was our house. And he wasn't allowed to bring his cats with him. There's a whole thing about it. I don't want to go into it, but it was devastating. Davis was really upset, and I was like, you know what? We've planned to bring another cat into the house. Why don't we browse? Maybe we don't have to find a cat this instant, but you know what? Maybe this is this is a sign that we can welcome a cat into this family that needs it. Like, we can take this as an opportunity to rescue a cat or something. And we were looking online, and basically we found a cat, and her name was Ninja. And they said she was in our city, so I was like, oh my gosh, look at this beautiful girl. Look at her. So pretty. And we were like, this is our cat. This is her. Like, we didn't expect it. We were like, this is it. So we were like, we're going to get this cat. We're going to do it. Before I continue my story, I'm going to see how come I can't see people redeeming things anymore? What the hell? Ken, could you DM me whatever people are wanting as a reward? Because I don't know why it's not showing me anymore. It's crazy. If you're still here, that is. So we contacted them, and they sent us videos of her at home. Like, she's like, and they told us her story. She is like the size, they don't know how old she is, but she's basically the size of like a 6-7 month old cat. She's had kittens before. None of them survived, which was really unfortunate, made her really depressed. And what the fuck? Okay. So it was a really weird timing for that to happen in the game. So, you know, she has like a weird hobble the way she walks. But I was like, you know what? This is her. Like, she's perfect. So we were like, we'd like to have her. We'd like to adopt her. And they're like, great. She's actually in Mexico. And we're like, okay. And they're like, we'll fly her to your state though. So they flew her. They had somebody fly with her on a plane to, we met them at the airport. The lady who dropped her off was crying. She was like, she is the sweetest cat you'll ever meet. I was so tempted to, ask for her myself, but you know what? She's going to, you guys seem like a really nice, couple. I'm so glad she's going to this, you guys. And I was like, oh my gosh, I promise you we'll take good care of her. She's gonna have the best life ever. And Bear and Mizu, when you introduce a cat to another cat, you have to, take your time with it because, this was Bear's space. And this is, a random person coming into his space and is like, hey, I'm the new fucking cat on the block. So we tried to slowly introduce them to each other, but they were really interested in meeting as soon as possible. So, ooh, job's completed. Okay, let me go through all this. So, we were like, okay, but Mizu was gunning to meet Bear, and Bear was terrified of her. He was she's as tiny, she's super fucking tiny, and he's terrified of her. And when they met, he was interested, and then she got scared of him. But then they started grooming each other and playing together. They're best friends now. And I even think they're lovers. They might be lovers. I don't know. But they're cute. And that's my extremely long story that might have gotten boring at certain parts. But, How come I can't see? Oh, there it is. It's popping up now. What the fuck? Okay. Drink water, drink water. There we go. I just want to see, like... Okay. What is the cutest nickname Davis has called you? He's called me a lot of nicknames. I don't know which one's the cutest of all time. I'm just Bubby, I guess. Alright, let's see here. A bit of gravel, a couple bushes. I work at home in my dentist office. I can deal with all kinds of teeth cavities, but not with the holes and weeds in my garden. Please lay some gravel on the front part of my yard to get rid of these. Also, could you plant something there to make it look better? Kindest regards, Eveline Hawes. How does it feel to be back? It feels good to be back. And you know what? I'm also excited for this year because this is the year my refresh is going to happen for my stream. I'm going to completely refresh a lot of stuff about it. Oh, I can now design a garden, whatever, cool. I can load a tool, I can host things, escape, great. Oh, by the way, the stream will probably not be super long. I know it's already 44 minutes, Jesus. But Davis and I are not done moving stuff in. We have to go and buy a few more things. So we have to go out today before I work for, more Lunar and Earth show shit. To get, we need to get, like, a TV and, like, a couple other stuff that we don't have. So it won't be the longest stream forever. Like, it won't be, like, a 3-hour stream. But, me, I don't actually stream for 3 hours because, it's just not my style. Go. What is your dream for voice acting and or role playing? Do you want to voice act in movies? I've always wanted to voice act a Disney princess, but I don't know if I want to do that anymore. I've always wanted to be in movies. It's always been the dream, but I'm also realistic that maybe I won't ever get to do that, but I'd be happy voice acting for anime. That'd be super cool. I don't know if I'll ever get that chance. I've tried for years to get into the voice acting scene, and I'm not going to stop now. Like, professionally. What are your resolutions for the year? I don't really make resolutions anymore. Oh, it's 2-colored. Fuck, I did the wrong one. I just spent so much money. Like this. Ah, I did the wrong one over here too. Damn it. Favorite scary movie? I don't like scary movies. I don't know if you know this. I'm a massive little bitch. I get scared quite easily. And I don't like looking at scary stuff because I get scared. I'm just putting this wherever. If you ever have a child in the future, boy or girl, I don't know. I'm hoping for whatever. I'm not really going either way. Seems like such a far in the future thing to even think about for me. I'm not even married. I keep seeing that go around, by the way. Davis and I are not married. We're living in sin. Oh no, 2 unwedded people living together. Oh no. But yeah. But yeah, we're not married. Not engaged. Just dating. Did I listen to the Epic Saga? If yes, yes I do. Yes I did. It was, would you fall in love with me again? What would your ideal name for it be, though? I don't know. When I was younger, I wanted to name my kids after, like, virtues. That's dumb as fuck, though. I don't want to, like, I made, like, not to say that's dumb, but I mean, like, when I was younger, I would play Minecraft Comes Alive, and I'd be like, wow, it's gonna be so cool when I grow up and I have an actual child named Patience. Or Noble. Why would I name my kid Patience? Maybe somebody is named Patience. I'm sorry if I'm insulting you. But, like, I personally am like, in roll call, what would that be like? I remember the last time there was news on stream and everyone thought you were getting married and having a baby. I don't know. I mean, I get why people think that I'm gonna, like, they're like, oh my gosh, Davis and Kat are married. Like, we've been together for so long. But, like, that's because, I'm not gonna name my fucking kid after Otso. I would never subject them to that. But, like, yeah, obviously Davis and I have been together so long, so obviously Mr. Fisher's gonna spread about, like, you know, oh, they're engaged, oh, they're married, oh, they're like, having babies. Like, if I was having babies, my time spent on playing, like, doing stuff for Lunar and Earth or my own channel would be cut so short. Aw, damn it, there's been a fucking mole. Use a shovel to remove all the molehills. Be careful, a malicious mole. Fuck me. Gotta get rid of this stupid mole. Not there. Found you, gross bitch. Get out of here. Gotta find these stupid molehills. Alright, one last place. Hello, my grandma who lived with us passed away last year. Her room has been standing empty for many months, and together with my husband we decided to rebuild it. My husband needs a tool room, and I dream of an extra bathroom, but even though our house is not small, there's only one bathroom in it. Our kids are growing, and mornings can be difficult when you can't use the bathroom because someone is in it. Please remove all the items from Grandma's room. Build a wall dividing it in 2 rooms. The existing bathroom is... No, don't leave me, Bear! He just left me. Okay. The existing bathroom is exactly above Grandmother's room, so you should be able to mount everything in the new bathroom. I would also like this new bathroom to be elegant and functional. Okay. Fucking yapping my ear off, dude. Just going around getting rid of the weeds. Getting more perk points. Story time about any behind the scenes or bloopers in any series. Honestly, I feel like people think a lot of the series that I do have a lot of funny moments or like a lot of stuff's cut out. It's not. There's not a lot of funny moments. Any funny moment you see is on camera. Because I record it all in one take usually. If I have to stop, it's because, oh shit, a skin broke. Or oh shit, the internet crashed. And oh god, we're gonna get back onto that. Nothing's ever really like for, you know, not to keep bringing up Lunar and Earth jokes. I keep saying I don't want to talk about it. But like, I've seen for a while, people are like, oh my gosh, how many takes did this do? It took 1. We did it in 1 take, and that's probably why a lot of mistakes are in it, because we did it in 1 take and we moved on immediately afterwards. Gotta build some walls. I'll construct this room first. Ooh, building perk. Thank you for saying that, Ed. And I'm not trying to brag that, like, we get it done in 1 take or anything. It's just, like, we just don't have the time to, like, putz around and get it, and, like, get shit ready. Like, if we get in the world, we go, okay, this is what we're doing. Alright, we're done. And the same things with, like, you know, Vampire's Bride. Hey, load up. Okay, we're loading up. All right, this is what we're gonna do for the episode. Great. And yeah, Bear. I honestly, I don't cut out him screaming anymore. Either doesn't. I either have to go around it, like okay, make sure he's not screaming. And if he screams, well, it's kind of like explained away in different series anyway. That like, oh, he's screaming. There's a scream in the background from a cat because it's Sun's cat. Oh, it's the Royal Mouser. Like, you know, I've just kind of incorporated him and everything because he's unavoidable. So like, there's no need to like be ashamed about it. Do I have a script written or just improvise? Improvise. I mean, like, we have, like, an idea, but there's not, like, a script written out, like, this is what we're doing today. Right, here's your elegant bathroom, and I'm not giving you an elegant bathroom. This room, do you see this? Not very elegant, so... Oh, I have to, yeah, no, it's going there. Perfect. Okay, and the washer goes there. Assemble. It feels really nice to be moved into a new place. I'll be honest, the other place, there was pest problems. Management was not helping us. They emailed us the day before we were moving saying they were demoing our patio and didn't even warn us that was going to happen. So, like, I feel a lot happier where I'm at. Do you have any tips for people who want to join role playing and voice acting? Honestly, what I did, it's probably a lot different than what it's going to be like nowadays. I don't know what it's like nowadays, but I role play with my friends. I role played a lot, came up with my stories, and then back then somebody else uploaded what we did. And then I was like, you know what? I want to be the one who does that. I want to use my own stories and stuff like that. I have ideas, my own characters. Honestly, make work for yourself. Don't expect people to come and be like, oh my gosh, would you like to join my series? Make your own. And it doesn't have to be good. My first ever series was like a Castaway kind of thing that I haven't uploaded. It's not a real thing. Like, it was like something my friends did where we castaways on an island and we were all reincarnated like versions of gods and stuff. And I've been thinking about, hey, it'd be funny if I revisited that series and did something with that. Like, maybe there's actually content here. And Davis is like, yeah, you could maybe do something with that. That'd be, yeah, Bun remembers that one exactly. If we do that, that'd be funny. But like, the cat noises in the previous episode, in the Karina's Origins, those, Davis, okay, that cat was named Charlie in that series, and that was based off of Davis's actual cat, Charlie, who sadly passed away a few years ago. But before he passed away, Davis took audio recordings of him and gave them to me and said, please, I want you to use this in the series. Please do that. So I would reuse clips of the actual Charlie meowing over and over again. I would reuse the same clips and change it up. But yeah, those were Charlie, because I wanted to help immortalize him for Davis, because he was a very good cat. He was Davis's soul cat, basically, like best friend. And that's a sad story, but like, it's the truth, you know. We loved that cat. Charlie was, I didn't know him too long, because I had just met Davis and was friends with him very recently at the time when that all happened. Where do I put this? How do you suggest doing roleplays when you don't have Minecraft or your computer, things like that? Dude, roleplays, I used to roleplay over text all the time. Quotev? Remember, like, find a place where you can roleplay. Like, I don't know if Amino's good. I'm not going to suggest places because I'm not good at it. Discord, you can fucking find people who roleplay there. Make friends with those people. Because I used to not have Minecraft either. I got Minecraft because one of my friends on those apps, like, you know, is like, hey, I have friends who want to roleplay. Do you want to join? And I'm like, I don't have Minecraft, but I'll ask my dad. My dad's like, I'll buy you Minecraft. You know, I used to roleplay on Club Penguin. You know, if you want to roleplay, you can find a place and do it. And don't be ashamed of it. Have fun, okay? A lot of you guys are like younger kids, or like, I wouldn't say kids, like in middle school or something like that. It's so easy nowadays to like be recognizable about how cringe things are when you're younger. I was as well, but I didn't give a fuck. I'm just having fun. You're only young once. Hold on to being a kid for as long as you can. It's so fun. Don't fall into fucking peer pressure of, oh my god, that's cringe. So what? I'm having fun. Sorry you're so fucking stuck in your stupid ways and in your own ass that you can't have fun. Sorry I want to roleplay as a baby on Club Penguin. Sorry I want to go and play with my friends on a Minecraft server and pretend that we're all stuck on an island. It's fun. I don't care. I'm an adult. I still do it. It's funny. It's fun. I like being creative. Come up with your characters. Come up and create their stories. Use gacha. Use Pickroo. Use like dressing games. I did when I was younger, and apparently it's like a big deal to do it now. Like, oh, you can't do that or whatever. Do it. Who gives a fuck? Nothing's real. It doesn't matter. What matters is you are having fun. If you're like doing okay and like having a fun time. That's the only thing that matters. And that's so hard to say in practice. Like, oh man, I really care about what people say about me. I still care about how I'm perceived on the internet. I still care. But I'm like at the point like, you know, who gives a fuck? I'm a grown-ass woman. If I want to go and play games, and if I want to, you know, roleplay in Minecraft, I'm going to do it. Welp. That was a fun note to end on. I'm gonna go get ready to go with Davis to go get a TV and a bunch of other stuff. It's because, you know, we gotta get knickknacks and all that stuff. But I hope you guys take my advice. You don't have to, it's just free advice. But, yeah. I hope you guys have a good time, and I'll see you next week, because for sure I'm streaming again next week. Hold me to it. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.